My name is Therese, and I am a wife and a mother. I'm a business owner. So I'm a fourth generation restaurateur and a third generation franchisee. My dad owned 80 KFC stores. That's 80 KFC stores. And then we own our own 6 restaurants. I grew up in the restaurant business. I got to go to my grandma's house and make pies with her and bus tables. I would go to meetings with my dad. We became franchise consultants so we could help people do what we do and purchase franchises as well as turn their businesses into franchises. As a franchise consultant, we have access to over 300 franchises that we represent, and we get to hear about what they do, who they help, and the profit that they make, the back of house, the training, marketing, all of the things that put together to make their franchise. And so we get to really see what's on the market. We get to see what people are looking at and what's growing and what's making America. 3.5 years ago, I met Tammy, the owner of the Pain, Injury, and Brain Centers of America, and we got to talking about franchising. We helped her franchise her business, which was really exciting, and about 6 months later, she called and said, "Therese, will you help me market my franchise?" And so I said yes, of course, but I wanted to get to know it a little bit better. And I'm really glad that I did, because when I did, I decided maybe I wanted to do it too. I called her and I said, "Tammy, can I be your first franchisee?" And she screamed, and so did I, and we cried. And so I got to be trained exactly 3 years ago, and we are now treating people in our own clinic and in our own franchise. When we came across PIBCOA, we found some things in PIBCOA that you can't find anywhere else. First of all, the return on your investment is great because the investment is so low. We were able to get into business without a loan for our own family, which is a really big deal for us. When you have restaurants, you have a lot of debt, and it takes a long time to pay that down. So the difference between a service and a restaurant franchise is that when you have a restaurant franchise, you put a lot of money in and you get a little bit of money back. So you need a lot of franchises in order to have the lifestyle that you're looking for. With a service franchise, you put a little bit of money in and you get a lot back. So you only need a few locations in order to have the lifestyle you're looking for. One of the things that I really look for in a franchise is the disruption, or how much it's going to disrupt the market. And with PIBCOA, because it is one of the only medical franchises on the market, it disrupts this market really beautifully. And also because of the Pain, Injury, and Brain Centers of America does something that no one else does. We are the only franchise on the market that you can do what we're doing. And so that was something that I wanted to do because I knew it was going to turn the medical field on top of its head. The future is bright with the Pain, Injury, and Brain Centers of America because every person I know needs treatments. Every person has pain or something that happened in their life that they need help with. And so we've only scratched the surface. It can grow and it can become part of what people go to first. So right now, the people that we usually see, it's because they've tried everything else and they have no hope and they come to me. And they come to the other franchisees. Going forward, people are going to be able to know about this option and they're going to come here first. When you really know restaurants, you know how much work it takes. You're on your feet all day. You're with hundreds and hundreds of people and your employees. Quite a few employees. Lots of perishable foods, lots of comings and goings and ins and outs of a business. And PIBCOA is so easy to run. It's so easy and so fun. I still get to see people every day. I don't have to work with a lot of employees, only a few that are well trained and absolutely love what they do. There's not a lot of inventory, and it's very easy to manage overhead-wise as well as space-wise. So there's different ways that franchises can be run. And there's where it's an executive model and you have people who run it for you. And then there's another way, and that's owner-operator. And it just depends on how you want to run your franchise. I decided I wanted to do owner-operator because I wanted to sit in the office with my patients. I wanted to look them in the eye. I wanted to see them get better. I wanted to use the equipment, and I wanted to be able to make a difference in people's lives personally. When I was in college, I got a physical education degree because I loved the body, not so much because I love sports as much, but I love the body, and I wanted to help people to be healthy, and I wanted to teach people how to have a healthy lifestyle. And I thought maybe I would even be a physical therapist. And then life happened, and I continued to run businesses. I stayed home with my children for 15 years and was a stay-at-home mom. I also did property management, and I managed a magazine for a while on franchising with KFC. So when I decided to become a franchisee with PIBCOA, I had a dream about how it was going to be, and it has exceeded that more than I could have possibly imagined. Not only do I get to run my own business, but I also get to help people live a healthy lifestyle and get better every single day. So I actually ended up coming full circle and doing exactly what I'd hoped to do when I got my degree 20 years ago. So my husband and I are very active. We love to do a lot of things together. We have 5 kids. We do all of those things with our family. So we snow ski and water ski. We've had a boat for the last 20 years. It's surf and wakeboard as well. We also run and play ultimate frisbee. We love to mountain bike and play pickleball. When I first came to understand about this equipment and how it helps someone heal faster, not only can I make money doing it, but I can heal myself and my family, and we can continue to do these activities longer. It was a win-win for everyone. And it's been interesting the last 2.5, 3 years. I've had a few times that I have become injured. I rolled my ankle playing pickleball, and it healed up really quickly. I've also broken my elbow, and in 2 weeks that was taken care of. I also got a concussion snow skiing. So you can see all the different things that I do on a regular basis. And instead of having to spend the next 6-8 weeks or longer getting better, I am quickly healed and move on my way and able to do all the things that I love to do. My husband, he had chronic sinus infections. We had done shots and medication. He was looking at surgery, and since we have had access to this amazing technology, my husband has not had one sinus infection. That's going on 3 years. And I just am so happy for him and his health and his ability to be able to heal quickly. I also have been able to treat my mom. Now I'm gonna get emotional, but she's really young and has already had signs of dementia. And we've been able to treat her, and she's getting her memory back, and she's able to do the things that she loves to do with her kids and grandkids. And I'm really thankful that I'm able to help her. I also get to help my nephew, who had 14 concussions. He had been kicked out of everything because he was so angry and hurt, and he didn't have cognitive functioning that allowed him to learn at school as well. And he's now graduating early and moving on with his life. He's so happy. He's back to his normal self that we thought we had lost. And so I'm really thankful to be able to help him. My sister-in-law and my brother were not able to have a baby, and now they have a little boy who's almost a year old. And so I get to kind of pretend like he's part mine because of what we do. I work with patients who come in and they have no hope for the future. And I get to infuse in them hope and dreams and life and love. And when they come in pain and they leave with joy, I go home feeling like I'm on top of the world. I don't come home tired. So when everyone's like, oh, did you have a long day at work? I said, I did, and I feel amazing. The people that come into our space is for a service instead of for a good. And they come back. And they come back regularly because what we do makes them feel better. Going forward, something that I would like to do is help people who are fighting mental illness and addiction and help them get their life back. I'd like to help their caretakers and the people that love them be able to get their lives back too and be able to live together in joy and be able to do the things that they want to do. Sometimes in the middle of the night I wake up and I just pinch myself because I think about what I get to do every day, and I'm just so excited about the technology that I have access to, that I can help people and I can help them get their lives back and get hope again. I just know that this was directed to me and to my family, and I know that it is a blessing in my life, and every person that I come in contact who gets to have these treatments has also been directed here as well. Anytime you start a business, it's scary, and there's always a bit of risk that needs to be taken. Risk in knowing that you're going to be doing something different, a risk in that you're spending your family's hard-earned money, or that you're going into debt for something. And it's scary. It's really scary to do something like that. However, when you get to be in charge of something and you get to do something that makes a difference in the world, it's worth it. So come prove it. Come talk to me. Come see. Come get treatments. Come look at the numbers and prove it for yourself, and know that this is something that you can be a part of too.